Alright, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to work on solving equations when we have variables and constants on both sides. So the first thing we need to do is identify our like terms. So find what is similar. So we have 6, we have plus 2, and plus 4. And on the other side we have 2. Please remember to include the sign with whatever number is there. It has to include the sign, otherwise you're going to end up making mistakes. Then we have our variables with coefficients, or variables with our numbers. We can only combine circles with circles and boxes with boxes. So the first thing we need to do is combine what is on the same side together first. So on the first side we have 6 plus 2 and plus 4. So we're going to add all that together, and then we can move on to actually solving for the variable. So 6 plus 2 plus 4 is 12. Move the 12 down, and then we keep the plus 4f. That's still in a box. Remember, that's a box. And I keep my 12 in a circle, just so I can see the difference. Then we have the equal sign. And on the other side, that 2 stays there. And then we have the plus 6f on that other side. Now that we have condensed this and combined those like terms on the same side of the equal sign, we're going to move things around so we get f completely by itself. Now, in order to do this, I tell my students typically that we're going to move our boxes to the left, and you have to do the inverse. So I want the variables to the left. It's just easier if you do it the same way every single time. Now, we have plus 6f. The inverse is the opposite. So the opposite of plus is to subtract 6f. Now, remember, you can only combine boxes with boxes. You cannot subtract 6f from 12, only from positive 4f. So that cancels out, and we're going to rewrite this. So I still have 12. Now we need to do plus 4f minus 6f. So 4 minus 6 becomes a negative 2f. Okay? That negative means that you're subtracting in terms of the equation. Now, equal sign, and then we have 2 still on the other side because we did not touch that. Now what we need to do is move the bubbles to the right. So take the constants that you have left and move them to the right. You still have to use the inverse operation, or the opposite. Originally, that 12 is a positive number, so we're going to do the inverse, which is minus 12. So subtract 12 from both sides. The original side cancels. So we're left with negative 2f is equal to, and then 2 minus 12 is negative 10. If you are unsure about whether it's negative 10, positive 10, use a calculator. Even the smartest people in the world still double check their work with a calculator. Do not be scared to use one. Now the last, final, and my favorite step is usually to divide. We want to get the f completely by itself. So you divide including the sign that is with it. So divide by negative 2 on both sides. That original one cancels out, leaving you with just f. And negative 10 divided by negative 2 leaves you with a positive 5, because a negative divided by a negative is positive. So our answer, or the solution to this equation, would be 5. Hope this helps.